President Zuma may breathe a sigh of relief. His country's facing issues that could stretch long into the future. So this year alone, South Africa fell into its second recession in 8 years. The unemployment number is at 27%, and the country's credit rating has been downgraded to junk after a loss of confidence following the firing of the Finance Minister, Pravin Gordhan. A few hours ago, defiant, President Zuma cried, "You can't touch the ANC," and by the look of his career, he seems to be right and untouchable. It's the 9th no-confidence vote he's survived. And whatever parallels you might draw from 9 lives, this is certainly not the first time he's landed on his feet. So, he once faced at least 15 years in jail over a scandal linked to an arms deal signed in 1999. In 2016, South Africa's top court said he defied the Constitution after using $15 million of state funds to upgrade his private home. A year later, his relationship with the wealthy Gupta family was under serious scrutiny. And this year, his axing of Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan caused the markets to tank and the rand to fall. ANC politicians are already looking for a future without Zuma, whose term ends in 2019. Peter Norton joins me, the founder and managing director of CLF, a multi-million-dollar South African construction company. He's in Cape Town. How bad is it for you?
Richard, it's, I could say after today we're still a little disappointed, but also quite excited about what's happening with the political regime. We see some moves towards clearing the fog in the business environment. From a business perspective, we're looking for some clear policy direction. We want to see what's going to happen in the country in terms of would you be able to buy mines, would you be able to buy farmland. We want clear policy from the government. We want to see a lot less corruption. We want to see a lot less maladministration and nepotism within the governing party. We're not opposed to ANC rule. We just want to see decisive ruling and clear policy and clear decision-making for the population.
So on my various visits to South Africa in recent years, the view seems to be, or at least one view that I've heard, is often that the business environment is not only getting tougher and harder, it's getting worse. Would you subscribe to that?
Look, I think from our particular business involved in cement and concrete, it's probably flat year on year. But generally, yes, I think business is facing some tough times. We've got unemployment in the region of 27%. We've got static foreign investment. We've got a lot of domestic capital waiting to be invested in the local economy. But people are tending to sit on their hands. They're a little nervous. As I said, there's a lack of policy.
Now, if we take the Western Cape, where you are, where the Democratic Alliance, the DA, has managed to make great inroads, but those inroads, and yes, there were certain local elections in Johannesburg last year that also had inroads, but there doesn't seem to be a realistic opposition yet to the ANC nationally. Would you agree?
No, I think the ANC is under tremendous pressure, both from the Democratic Alliance and smaller parties, the EFF, the IFP, the UDM. There are a number of smaller parties which are starting to gather momentum to threaten the once dominant ANC. And I, for one, my opinion is that we may indeed, in the not too distant future, see the ANC falling from its position of majority power.
So will you be watching closely as a businessman, for example, at the ANC December conference, when effectively they anoint or at least appoint an heir apparent to Jacob Zuma? And do you have a view on who you'd like that person to be?
We don't particularly have a view. I mean, the popular choice is sitting with Cyril Ramaphosa, who's currently deputy president. As I said, the business community is not typically, or is typically apolitical. We're not anti-ANC. We'd just like to see the ANC, if they do lead this country, to get their house in order and primarily get someone of decent leadership who can lead a once very prestigious political party, lead this country to where it can become. It's a very exciting, enjoyable beautiful place to live with lots of opportunity for lots of wonderful people. So we just want to see some clear and good leadership.
Peter Norton, thank you. Always enjoy my visits to South Africa. Thank you, sir, for joining us.